Hey everybody, it's Chrissy from Chrissy's Beautiful Life here for Lift and Sketch, the end of the month, and this is my very last layout for 2017. Here's the beautiful sketch. It's from the Boys Rule scrapbook kits, and I am excited to play. Lots of fun elements there. So I went ahead and decided that I am kind of sick of Christmas and winter layouts. And I wanted to do something that was bright and bold and colorful and reminded me of heat because we've had snow, yucky, wet, lower mainland snow, not nice stuff. And so this is what I'm doing here. I grabbed these 3 photos, and this is of the yummy food that we got to eat when we went to the Peony last summer. And I'm going to go ahead and use those to work on this sketch. My original idea is I had this pattern paper that is from My Mind's Eye, and I knew I had to use it because it has pineapples on it. And we had this yummy pineapple slushy drink in a pineapple, and I thought it was so fun. And I took this really cool photo of it, and so I was like, I have to use pineapple. I just have to. And so that was the one piece I absolutely knew had to be on this layout. And then I decided to play around, and I grabbed some elements. I store all of my summer stuff in just a bag of stuff, so it's a mixture of a bunch of different things. But as I'm looking at this, I'm realizing that I can pull from the Maggie Holmes Carousel collection as well. So that's where that tag came from. And there's a few other elements you're going to see that come from the Carousel collection because we're at the Peony, we're at the fair, so it works. So I decided to trim down my photo, and I'm going to make a little pocketbook. Now, I do this a lot, actually, especially when my concept is to create a layout that is a one photo spread, but I want there to be multiple photos on my layout because I don't want to document this again, right? I only need one layout talking about the food. And so I was thinking maybe of trimming down those photos and using them as the elements to the side like it shows in the sketch. You'll see that in the end too. But I decided, nope, let's do a pocket thing. And I'm also showing you that little umbrella. I kept that umbrella from my photo. Do you see that? I kept it waiting to use it for this layout. So it's been sitting in on the thing I record with, on top of a basket. And it's just been sitting on that basket for months waiting for me to do this layout. But yes, I'm so very excited. So the photos are the pineapple is a slushie. The one that I flipped open really fast, you can barely see them anymore, were pork rinds and french fries. And then the last one was deep fried coffee. And they were all delicious, and I was so excited to eat. That's the only reason why I wanted to go to the Peony, was to eat all the yummy food. So it was really fun. And now I'm going to go ahead and use some circular elements like it shows in the sketch. I wanted to use this pattern paper, and you do see I'm using a mug. So I received that mug for Christmas, and it's perfect and huge and big, and it was the right size circle that I wanted, so I'm just tracing it. I don't have a circle punch that's any larger than like 2 inches or something, so I have to make do when I need a bigger circle. I don't have a silhouette, nothing like that. This is what I do. It works for me. It doesn't bother me that they're wonky. To each their own, right? For me, it works though. And so I want to make these circular elements, and I also knew that to follow the sketch, it needed those 2 elements down at the bottom. So I'm trying to go with this piece of paper. It's beautiful, right? It kind of screams Carnival, but it's too much because I really want to use this teal and white striped pattern paper from Echo Park. It's a summer line from last summer, and I just really want to use it. I like how it makes my photo pop off, and the tag and the journaling spot that I have, it works really well for that. And so I'm like, nope, let's figure something else out. So I'm going to pull from my Stargazer collection. And I've kind of been hoarding this because I love Dear Lizzie collections, and normally I use my Dear Lizzie collections, at least I did in the past 1.5 to 2 years ago. I used to use them with Caddy when we did our Obsessed series, so I kind of hoard them because they're special, but I knew that it would work for this, even though I'm not really talking about stargazing or anything, but it still really works. The colors work and everything is going to go together. So then I think, well, let's see, should I put it on white and then maybe do some mixed media? And right away I was like, nope. I don't want to. I'm going to just keep this simple and go with the flow of it. So I flip it back to the teal. But I am going to trim the teal just a little bit so that there's a white border around everything. And I like that. It kind of, it really tightens everything in together, and it frames everything together, right? I've been really into using borders lately. And a lot of people use them, and there's a reason why we use them, right? Because it really helps you focus in on what you're trying to do. So I'm going to use a white border, and then of course I need a little border for my photo. And I originally think about using the teal and the pink, but the pink just becomes way too much. And I also want to add within the sketch, which you'll see the sketch again at the end, but there's a little branding type banner strip at the top above where those two elements would be that I'm touching right now, and I want to use that in pink too. So I'm struggling here, like, well, I don't know. So I'm gonna end up taking the pink away and using this really fun checkered pink instead for the banner, and then the circle becomes that beautiful paper right there. That's going to become the circle that goes under the little tag and where my journaling goes. And then in my journaling, I just write about how we went to the peony just because we wanted to eat all the yummy food, because that was a big part of it, and I really had to make my own layout documenting that. So that will be where that comes in from. And then I get to finally, now that I have all of the main parts done, I finally get to embellish. So I'm really excited about this because sometimes it's hard when you're just trying to get the basics of things to go together, right? But finally done. And so to embellish, I don't do a whole lot. I'm going to go ahead, and you can see I'm thinking right here. I'm just trying to figure out that I want to use that banner. But to embellish, I just use little bits and pieces. And again, I just went through my little stash of goodie summer type things. And I find this really fun pineapple that you're going to see in just a moment here. You're just watching me do my finishing touches with this and the border of everything. But I'm going to use this pineapple. And I got the pineapple in my goodie tin from Daisy for my Christmas present that I loved. And it works really well. And I took it off of the card, which is the card that I'm using for my journaling spot. So I was able to utilize that entire piece, but I just separated it. So there you have it. Everything's done. I do end up going ahead and outlining the pattern paper just so that it sticks out and it kind of helps bring everything together. And I love the little pop that helps bring in. So now finally, I get to embellish, right? Okay, so there you go. You see, it's all working really well. I'm going to go ahead and add that fun little umbrella, because you have to have the umbrella from the cup in there. And then down at the bottom, I add a fun little embellishment. So I'm going to add the date down there, a couple tickets, a festival thing, and a floral piece down at the bottom. I love that. And then you can see I added the pineapple. That pineapple, of course, like I said, was used with the card. So the card's now both been utilized. Super excited about that. And then where my photo is, you can see I'm going to use this little kind of ticket thing. I'm going to cut it in half. So I'm going to use half of it by my photo, and then I'm going to slide the other half with the numbers and the C. And I like that it said C because it represents my name. And that's going to slide up and go up next to where that second embellishment cluster is with the umbrella. I use a little tab here so that when you flip open my photo, you know to actually flip it open, that there's more located inside. And then I use the word fun. And I guess my title is fun. I didn't really actually use a title. Can you believe that? Me not having a title. But I didn't know where to put anything else. I really wanted to kind of name this Carnival Eats, but where was I going to put that? Yeah, I don't know. So I didn't. You can see I also added just a little bit of extra embellishment with the little frame and the added pop of teal down at the bottom of my photo there. I like that. It kind of makes a nice resting place. There's that fun embellishment cluster I was talking to you about. I love that. That's probably my favorite part, is that little cluster there. And that just about wraps it up. You're going to see me cut that little ticket and all of the final little touches. I hope that you've enjoyed this as my last layout of the year and all of that. And thank you for sticking around with me all year. I'm really excited for 2018. I have some fun things. And of course, kicking off right away, starting January 1st, I am starting my 30 Days of Sketches 2, which is featuring some fun special guests. So be sure to check in every day in January for that. And to make sure to see Rachel's take on this fun sketch, head on over to her channel. There will be 2 episodes next month for this series as well. So there's a look at the sketch one more time from Jenny Evans and my final take of it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a happy and safe New Year's. Bye!